Chapter 1, HTML Basics Part 6. This is our last PowerPoint for Chapter 1.
Chapter 1, Essential Outcomes. Students communicate, collaborate, create, and apply critical thinking skills through project-based learning by A. Constructing, computing, and designing a professional portfolio. B. Empowering and challenging each other to create unique designs. C. Applying knowledge regarding the Internet, World Wide Web, browsers, operating systems, and websites. D. Being responsible web designers and digital citizens. E. Sharing their innovative designs via global networking. F. Linking keywords to project application.
Website folders. Every website must have its own folder. If you are working on 3 different websites, you should have 3 different website folders. Organization. You must be organized in this class. Every chapter must have its own folder. Every website must have its own folder inside a chapter. All work must be saved in their proper folders. If you are disorganized, you might have a hard time in this class. If you need help with organizational skills, let me know. At this time, please stop the video and create the following folders on your flash drive if you have not already done so. You need a web design folder. Inside the web design folder, you need to create a folder called Chapter 1. Inside the Chapter 1 folder, create a folder named My First Web Page. After you finish creating your folders, please return to this PowerPoint. Notepad++ videos. In this class, we are using Notepad++, which is a text editor. Please stop this PowerPoint and go to Google Classrooms, and underneath the About section, you want to access the video on about Notepad++. Make sure you watch the entire video and answer all questions given. After you finish this video, please return to this PowerPoint. You will go to a second video to learn how to split pages in Notepad++, which might be a real asset as you're working through web pages. You will find this video underneath Google Classroom under the About section. Please make sure you answer all questions included in the video. Just a little bit about Notepad++. It is a free text editing software, and it is an app, so you can actually download it and place it on your flash drive. Our goal is to teach you how to download that software, so follow the directions given to you on the first video. It will show you how to download it and how to get it onto your flash drive. Make sure you place it inside your website design folder next to your Chapter 1 folder. If you look at the image to the right, you're going to see that I have on my flash drive a Chapter 1 folder followed by the folder for Notepad++. If you cannot download the app to your flash drive, let me know, because I can always give it to you on a flash drive. Changing the size of your screen. Once in Notepad++, you can change the size of your screen. You want the size of your screen to be a comfortable size for you. So to change the size of the screen, use the Control key with the wheel of the mouse and we either move it forward or backwards. The structure of HTML tags. Now that we have gotten the background that we need, we now need to learn how to actually set up and structure a website using our HTML tags. HTML tags are instructions that are directly embedded or typed into Notepad++. The HTML signals the browser to start doing something other than just displaying text on the screen. So the HTML tells the browser they have to start reading in a different language. The HTML tags tell the browser that everything between these two tags is part of our HTML page. So when you look at the HTML tags, these are considered the container tags that house all of the other tags, such as the head tag, title tag, meta tags, and the body tag. There are two types of HTML tags. There is the paired tag. A paired tag has an opening and closing tag. If you look at the image here, you're going to see that the P in blue between the opening and closing, or the right and left brackets, is considered an opening tag. If you go to the end of the paragraph, you're going to see a closing tag that starts with the left bracket followed by a slash and a P and a right angle. That closes out the paragraph. Those are considered paired tags. A single or empty tag has only one tag, which contains a slash or a forward slash at the end of the text right before the closing bracket. So if you look at the BR tag, you're going to see a left bracket and then the words type BR and then a forward slash closed out by the right angle. The breakdown of HTML codes. There are three possible parts to an HTML tag. You have the element, which is the H1. You have the attribute, which is the align equals. And then you have the value, which is the word center that is in parentheses. Looking at the HTML element, again, it's an element that is surrounded by angle brackets. So the element, again, in this one is the H1. The elements are written in lowercase. If you look at the first example, we have the H1 element, and in the second example, we have the paragraph element. HTML attributes. Attributes provide instructions on additional information about an element. In the example above, you're going to see that the attribute is align equals. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. They always follow the tag by an equal sign. HTML values. If you look at values, if you look at the example, the word center is your value. The value provides instructions on how text should actually be displayed. In the example here, you're going to see that the H1 alignment will be centering everything on the page. They are placed after the equal sign inside double quotation marks. Attributes and values. We will not spend much time working with HTML attributes and values. The reason is that we will use CSS to add aesthetics to our web page rather than HTML attributes and values. The HTML shell. If you look at the example given here, this is our HTML shell. It is the basic structure of every web page. You need to put this to memory because you need to know this. So for every web page you will create, you will have to create an HTML shell. Please look closely at the tags given to the left. If you notice, your HTML container tag is up against the wall, but everything else inside the HTML container tag is indented. HTML is written in lowercase, no cap letters, except for the doc type, which we already know is not really an official HTML tag. This is the proper order and setup for the HTML shell, so make sure you please learn it. The doc type. If you look on line 1, you're going to see the doc type written out. The doc type itself, the word is written in all caps, but it needs to be on every web page because it tells the browser what type of HTML is being used. In this class, we are using HTML 5.0, but there are other versions of HTML, and the website needs to, or the browser needs to know what type is being used for your website. It is always placed on line 1. The doc type is not an HTML tag. It is written in all cap letters except for the word HTML. Notice there is not an opening or a closing because it's not a tag. The HTML language equals EN identifies the language to be used on the site and is placed on line 3. Notice that the HTML is the element, language is the attribute, and N is the value. Once you have created an actual web page, you will need to go and find it in your flash drive. To find that, you're going to go to the folder where you saved the website. You're going to look for the Chrome icon. Then you're going to right-click on the Chrome icon and select from the drop-down menu, Edit with Notepad++. Once you select that, the document will open in Notepad++ and you will be able to edit it. Chapter 1, Part 6 Quiz. Please review this PowerPoint and the videos before taking your Chapter 1, Part 6 quiz. You will find the link for your quiz in Google Classroom, and you will be taking that quiz on Google Forms. Now it's time to code. Now that you have the basics about the internet, the browser, folders, etc., it's time to start coding. The next PowerPoint that you will watch will work you through how to set up your first web page. Have fun coding!